Hello, this is a story I wrote for my granddaughter. It's called Mr. Invisible. Once upon a time there was a little girl who lived with her mummy, daddy and little sister. Granny and Grandpa lived close by. Granny and Grandpa loved the little girl very much, and she loved them too. One day they had some sad news. People who don't live in the same house mustn't get too close. Mr. Invisible always had to be in between them. This was very strange for everyone. One day the little girl and her granny went for a walk, but Mr. Invisible came too. It was his job. Granny watched the little girl climb the steep steps. The little girl climbed to the top of the motte. Mr. Invisible got puffed out. Granny watched as the little girl fed the pigeons. Granny picked a leaf from the tree. When they had done all that, they sat down and thought about all the things they would do when Mr. Invisible was gone. They would read a story together. They would sit on the sofa with Bobbly Blanket and Gigi and watch a movie. They would have a picnic with the cousins. They would help Grandpa light the fire. They would have a bath, and Granny would draw letters on her back. They would run around, and Granny would catch her. They would pretend to go to sleep together. That night they went to bed and dreamt of all those lovely things. And very soon it came true. Mr. Invisible said, "Goodbye, my job is done." And everyone was very happy to say goodbye to Mr. Invisible, and they all lived happily ever after.